Be free.
I'm here at a place called Hartenbos on the south coast of South Africa. It's kind of a small little, mostly holiday resort. Hartenbos means basically bush of hearts. I suppose that's the best translation. Hart is heart and bos is bush. It's very Afrikaans. It's one of the Afrikaner enclaves. I'm here to look for a gym. There's a gym here I want to use, seeing that I'm on this exercise routine now. And this is not really my type of place to vlog about, if I have to be completely honest. I am Afrikaans as well. I grew up as an Afrikaner, but I don't identify with the culture in general that much, if I have to be completely honest. It's a place which usually pretty conservative. Everything is neat and clean, and there's shopping malls that are big. Shopping malls are always big around these places. Cultured Afrikaans culture, which is mostly like hunting and sports, rugby and braaiing. Well, I'm into the braaiing, so I definitely connect with the braaiing aspect. But in general, I'm a very open-minded type of guy that likes things loose, and I'm more into the African vibe and not so perfect, and not really into shopping malls and all kinds of rules and conservative type of vibes. It's not my vibe really, but I'm here now, so I might as well show you what Hartenbos and the heart of the Afrikaner culture is all about. Let's check it out. Behind me is the popular shopping mall. Every Afrikaner enclave must have a shopping mall, and a shopping mall is just a shopping mall, right? I mean, one shopping mall is the same as the next shopping mall for me in my eyes, apparently. But I want to give this place a kind of a fair review, so I'm going to take a walk through, and maybe this shopping mall surprises us. It seems pretty modern and neat. And I might get arrested for talking into my phone here, because, you know, weirdos like me talking to their phones draw some suspicion in more conservative places. And who knows, maybe there will be some action. I might get chased around, thrown into some Afrikaner jail, and be taught a little lesson. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, let's just take a walk through. Not a very impressive fountain. It's like a fountain you would expect in the Sahara or somewhere where there's no water. It's just like little spurges of water. People sitting around eating lunch. It's one of those outside malls, so you don't walk into a building. And apparently the gym I'm looking for is just here as well. But yeah, that place you see, it's just normal shops, selling normal stuff. Pretty boring. But you know, you never know, anything could happen. Something exciting can be happening around any corner. Let's walk down here. My fantasy would be for a good day now is that some magical portal opens in a mall and leads me to an African pub where there's music pumping, people drinking big beers, ice cold beers, having a nice vibe. I don't know. This for me is like, oh, of course, there must be a pot course. Of course, obviously.
Yo, throw some spit on this, bro.
One of those typical type of shops you'll get at any beach resort type of vibe. Nice things, beachy things, sunny things you can hang in your house, and yeah, it's almost the most interesting shop here, to be honest. Of course, I'm extremely prejudiced because this is just not my style. So nothing against people who like this type of thing. I mean, maybe you're watching this vlog and this is your type of thing. But this is a personal vlog, so it's about personal viewpoint. And for me, it's all just like one big franchise. Even the most interesting shop is like mass-produced franchisee type of vibe, and it just lacks authenticity for me. These type of places. It's almost like a type of a place, well, it's not real. It's like everybody's acting some kind of, you know, urban drama out on the stage, where everything is kind of fake and everything looks the same. Just not my vibe, man. But hey, if you like it, good for you. In a gym for a day, right? It's pretty decent gym for a decent price. It's not too bad. It's 100 rand. Obviously, I can't take too much video in here because I will look like a creep, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to show you the gym quickly, and it looks pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's quite a hard routine for me. One of the hardest routines I've done is running up and swimming. I'm not good with swimming. Hey, I do. Water By Wellness is actually a pretty good gym. They're well equipped, staff is friendly, there's a swimming pool. All they need still is a sauna, but I mean that's not a big thing. But it is a pretty cool exercise mission. Right next to the mall there's a bowling place, a Let's Go bowling place. I've never done this in my life, so I'm going to check it out what it looks like. Cool, nice. So I'm calling this a kind of Afrikaner enclave, which it is, a lot of Afrikaners. I grew up as Afrikaner, and I must say I do have one or two hang-ups about the whole Afrikaner thing, because my vibe of where I grew up, my memories were like Afrikaner men are these bushmen, and if you're a bit different or weird, or you have long hair, when I was young, they would scream out of car windows to you and say, cut your hair and stuff like that. So I never had a positive experience and memory of my own culture, really, to be honest. And I was always quite liberal. I grew up under apartheid, didn't like it ever. The place where we lived, the town was quite racist. in the center of apartheid at that time. I thought the violence was abhorrent, the things I saw. So I never had a positive mindset about my own culture, but I'm trying to give an honest review about the kind of a place where Afrikaners come together and feel secure, and this is one of them in South Africa. And I can only say so far my experience today was everybody was really friendly, at least, you know, they're friendly. It's usually very religious and kind of conservative. I'm not religious, I'm apolitical because of those reasons, of the things I saw when I was young. I studied political science, but I actually hate politics. It brings so much bad stuff in the world, and together, for me personally, it's just a personal belief. All kinds of heavy religious stuff also, there's always a prejudice towards other people, which I don't like. But yeah, so far no problem, everybody's very friendly. And if this is your type of vibe, hey man, you might enjoy it. I prefer the shebeen in a township somewhere in Africa, but hey, everybody's different. It's the middle of the day on a Friday here in Hartenbos, so this is the central part of town. It's just a normal town, shops everywhere. But I can say from where I stand I can see 3 liquor stores and 2 butcheries, which is a good sign, because although cavemen invented braai, barbecue, Afrikaners perfected it. And Afrikaners love to braai and have a dog. And I think those stores are doing well here. Let's just take a walk through and see what happens. There's a little shopping mall here and shops all around, nothing special. And they are poisoning the plant here at the back, or putting insecticide, pesticide on the plant or something. Or insecticide, I don't know. Something. There's another mall. Actually, just in this 100 square meters, there's 4 liquor stores. Here's another one. So what does that tell you? Afrikaners know how to party, man. I approve. I'm asking the car guard here. He says he doesn't want to be on camera, and I asked the shop, can I take some video of your biscuits? And people are very cagey. I mean, some communities, like, I don't know if the Afrikaner communities feel like they need to hide their vibe. I don't think it's necessary. You're allowed to be Afrikaner like anybody else. They're kind of cagey. Everybody's looking at the camera, and I had to really tell the person at the shop, please, I just want to take some video of your biscuits, man. It's nothing bad, it's just a YouTube channel. And the security guard said, no, are you allowed to take video? People, I said, yeah, it's public space, man. But I said I would take video of him and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, it's a bit weird for me, but it's, yeah, I don't say I would get it, but I do notice it. And not very open to a guy walking around with a camera. But maybe it's just my projection, maybe it's just my paranoia, I don't know, could be. But he said, okay, I asked him, what can I take a video of? It's kind of a bit boring. And he said to go check out the museum, and I told him, listen man, I avoid museums and cathedrals and stuff like that wherever I go, because once you've seen one, you've seen them all, and it's one of the most boring things for me to do, to go sit and watch stuff in a museum. Past is the past, it's over, it's gone. I don't need to be reminded more about my history, because that stuff has been forced down my throat since I was a little boy. Same as with church, it's been forced down my throat. I had enough of it, I wasted enough of my beautiful life with stuff I really don't need. But I'm gonna check it out anyway, just because fuck, it's here, you know. So let's go to the museum, possibly the only museum I will ever show you. I see some old wagons here, ox wagon. Of course, the Afrikaners are all about fighting their way through the brutal Africa and conquering the land, being the pioneers here of the ox wagons. Possibly where the big braaiing tradition started, because they had to hunt everywhere they went and they didn't have a stove, so they had a fire. So possibly that's why where the braaiing comes from, sitting around the fire killing animals and other nations in the name of freedom in a wild Africa. So check this out. Ox wagons, baby. I think this would be like the luxury model in the old days, like the Mercedes type of vibe, the big one here. That would be more like the smaller sports model, possibly, for towns. And anyway, so yeah, this is how the Afrikaners conquered South Africa. Farm implements, because after the hunting stage, when they finally got the land, they started farming. Apparently the museum is closed because of the power cuts, load shedding as we call it here. So I'm saved from feeling that I had to go into the Afrikaner museums, because I've kind of seen enough of the Afrikaner museums to last me like at least 1,000 lifetimes. I'd rather go find a place where I can have a beer. I just met these guys. They said it's okay, I can video in a bar, so I met these friendly guys. And they are going to tell me.
Welcome to Stefan's in Hartenbos, South Africa. Well,
there you go.
So tell me about this is a very Afrikaner place, right? Very Afrikaner culture.
Very conservative.
Right. And what do you like about the place? What is a good
I like the good people that you come here, you hang out, everybody is just nice.
And it's a good place to be with all the people. Everybody's got respect for you in this place, not like the other place.
So I won't
We're
get
like a family in this place.
I won't get ghosted.
We're like a family, yeah? Very happy. In Hartenbos, we're like a family.
He is lying. It's the very honest truth. He's lying. We don't like each other, we fuck each other.
Say all your names, man.
My name is Justin. This is Petrus. And that is Eugene. And that is Afrikaner that just went down. But anyway, we are very good people, and we take care of our own, and we don't look for fights or anything. We are on our own. We are like a family in this place. We look after each other, and that's our job.
Cool, man. Thanks,
None
man.
of this thing. None of nothing.
I'm gonna see if they have a brand new special. This is the bar. I have a brand new special, so this will be my second brand new review. And what's your name, sir?
John Ray.
John Ray, so you're telling me it's just what is the brand new special?
Double Uno.
So it's one type of brandy. The other one was two types of brandy, so this is Ulo. What's the price?
That account. 30 rand.
30 rand for brandy special. I'm gonna stay here for a couple of hours perhaps, because that is the best price. I cannot believe it. It's like fucking 30 rand. It's amazing. Okay. Cool. Okay. It's gonna taste like brandy and coke. I'm not a brandy expert, so I can't do a taste test. I'm just doing it for camera. So is this a single or a double? Double. And it's double. This is like amazing, man. Okay, this is already a full rating. It's like 30 rand for a double. Thanks, guys. I'm walking down a coastal footpath here. It's late afternoon. It seems to be very popular. So it's one of the nice things you can do around here. Walk down the coast, smell the fresh. Not the worst thing you can do with your life. Enjoying a nice sunset, watching the sea, breathing in the fresh air, relaxing. It's not a bad place to be, despite the lack of action. You know, it's not too bad. I'm gonna say the unthinkable, because I say all those things that a lot of people don't say because they may be too polite and whatever, but hey, this is a vlog, this is my vlog, and I can say what I want, and I want to give my honest opinion about places and my truth. And that's why you watch this, because it's a personal point of view. And this is the unspeakable thing that nobody talks about here in this country. You probably have to be pretty white to live in this place, and Afrikaners. Otherwise, you will probably not feel that welcome. Is there anything wrong with something like that? I don't know. If I go to Transkei, the communities that live there in the beautiful hills, they're mostly black. That's how they're comfortable with their communities there in the hills. Here, it's a similar thing. It's mostly white Afrikaners. This is the racist thing. I don't know. That's up for debate. Do I care? Not really. I mean, do what you want with your life. For me, I like to hang out, like I often say, with everybody. Experience all cultures, experience all people, because it just broadens your world view and your world existence and experience of life. It's so much fun to hang out with everybody and to speak to everybody, and that's why I'm doing this vlog as well. So, yeah, like and subscribe, remember, and I will show you the world and all the people in it, and speak to all the people, and hang out with all the people. But I'm not going to get political, because there's too much of that going on in the world right now. My impressions walking down here next to the camping ground. Camping is very popular with our Afrikaner culture. Everybody at the end of the year comes here, and it's Christmas and it's New Year's, and everybody feels safe and secure in their little space here where all the other people of the same culture is. But when I get here, my impression is it's very neat, it looks very safe, but like always, like there's a slight paranoia in the air. It's a slight who's this guy walking off the camera? I get a lot of looks. What is he doing? Is he exposing some secret? And it's like a little bit of a Pleasantville vibe. It's so perfectly neat and typical type of vibe of these places for me. It's kind of joyless. You know, if you go into Africa in the villages, there's alive and there's music and there's chatting. Every place has its good and its bad. There's no one right thing, but this is not my preferred place. I mean, it's very controlled. Control comes to mind. Security, neat. Everybody follows the rules. Stops at the stop street. And for me, it's just like, that's not a way to live for me, man. That's what I love about Transkei and Africa. There's a grey area. It's a bit more loose. There's a bit less control, a bit more freedom with the mind, the body, and the spirit. So yeah, but I mean, I can see the appeal, but hey man, don't invite me to your braai here. It's okay, I can do about it. I haven't had many comments lately, so please, if you like this vlog, comment. It helps me out. But I have one I can reply to, she commented on my video about the Blauwklippen family market, and her name is Toonster or I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, she said come to the Mardi Gras and Poetry Fest in Riebeek Kasteel early March. Obviously I would love to do that because that's my thing, and to come and show some art and maybe do poetry readings and maybe a bit of music as well. And I did email and I tried to phone and I WhatsApped, but I got no reply. So if you see this, Toonster, and you know the organizer there, just tell him I want to come and participate. Please let me know. Just reply on my emails. Maybe I'll see you there. Okay, that's it for this vlog, man. See you in the next one.